Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a real-time web application on my website freemediatools.com. I will be deploying it live. So the name of the application will be Indian Bank Information Finder by IFSC code. So as you know, this is a special code which is IFSC code. Its full form is Indian Financial System Code. So basically you will input this code and you will get the all the bank information regarding this inside this JSON response. You will see district, branch, NEFT, microcode state, IMPS, UPI center, city address, contact. All this information will be displayed inside a table. So for this, I am using a Node.js dependency which is called as this IFSC code. So this is the Node dependency. It has got 754 weekly downloads. So we will be using this dependency. So all the source code regarding this video will be there inside the video description. You can go to my blog here, step by step blog, where I have given all the source code regarding this video. So you can just copy paste the source code by simply clicking the copy button. So just go to the video description. And now to get started, we will inside my projects directory, I will make a new project here, make directory, and this will be IFSC project. I will go into this, and first of all we will initialize the empty node.js project by invoking this command npm init-y. So this will create the empty package.json file. After this we need to install two dependency. First is the express server, next is the IFSC code. So install these two dependencies, so this will take some time, so just wait. So this is the dependencies that we are using here. So basically this IFSC dependency will give you all this information: district, branch, NEFT, microcode state, all this information. So it is just installing it. Now it is successfully installed, so now we can open this inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So you will find a simple package.json file will be created inside your root directory. So this will contain some basic information about your project, such as name, description. So if you open this file, you will see it's a JSON file, name, version, description, and these are the set of dependencies that we are using: Express and IFSC code. And now we just need to create the index.js file, which will be the starting point of the application. So here you need to create your Express server. So require the Express server here. Require Express, and then you can make the port number 4000, and then we can start our app like this: app.listen on this port number. So after this we can make a simple get request on the home route. So when we open the home page, we can load a template, HTML template. So for this we can just use response.send file method. So inside the same directory we will create index.html. So we are just loading this file. So when we open the home page, so just create this index.html. So for the styling purpose we will just use some Bootstrap. It's a front-end framework, so I will include the CDN for Bootstrap here like this. So you can see I have included Bootstrap for Bootstrap and jQuery. So just change the title: Bank Information Finder by IFSC code. And now what we want here is that we want a simple form. First of all, we will have a heading in the inside the center position. and we need to wrap this inside our container class of Bootstrap. So just move this heading here inside this div, paste it, and just copy this heading here, IFSC code info finder. After this, we will have a simple form which I will give it a ID of form. The action will go to IFSC, and this will be a post request. So method will be post here, and inside this we will have a simple input field where you will input your IFSC code. So for this we will have the form group class of Bootstrap, and inside this we will have form control. Sorry, this will be a input class. These are Bootstrap classes. Form control, it should be required, so for the validation. And type will be text, and we will be giving a name attribute of IFSC like this, and placeholder also IFSC code. And we can even give a simple label also, just for user understanding. This will be IFSC code. So if I just write here node index.js, so it will start the application on this port number 4000. So we just need to here open localhost 4000, and you will see your application opening here. So this is the IFSC code you need to submit here, and once you submit the code you need to make a simple post request here, app.post IFSC request response. So here you need to first of all get the IFSC code that the user has entered by request.body.ifsc. So the name attribute that you have specified here, IFSC. So now in order to fetch this you need to use a special middleware of body parser. So here you will use app.use body parser. You need to write these two lines, and first of all this we need to import this body parser middleware. This is a built-in dependency, you need not have to install it. URL encoded, extended to false. So just write these two lines, and now you can get the value that the user has submitted. So we can just console log the value, IFSC code. So we once again need to relaunch this application. So if you refresh this application, and also we need to have a button here in order to submit the form. So just after this we again need to have wrap this inside form group. So we will have the button class btn danger and btn block. So this will be get info. So once again if I run the application, we will see a button here of get info, and now if I submit anything here and click get info, you will see this information will be printed out in the console. So we are successfully getting the IFSC code which the user has entered. Now we simply need to include the dependency that we have installed here, which is IFSC. So simply go to the top here and make a IFSC variable here and require the dependencies that you have installed IFSC. And if you look the documentation here, you will see they have given a complete example on how to use this. So they also have this validate method by which they can validate your IFSC code. So if you entered an invalid code, then you can also return an error also. So validate method is there. So you can pass your code here. Let me just change this to code. So this returns a boolean value. So you can just surround this inside a if condition here. So if this is a valid code, then we can proceed. If this is not a valid code, if it returns false value, then you can just send out a error that IFSC code is wrong, like this. So now we can just restart the application. So if I refresh the application, you will see. And now if I send out a wrong IFSC code, click on get info, you will see IFSC code is wrong. So now we need to enter a correct IFSC code. So we can just copy this correct IFSC code. So if I just copy this and if I just paste it here, so this is a correct IFSC code. So if I click get info, so you will see inside the console, this has printed out all the information regarding this IFSC code. So now you can print out this information. So I think we need to surround this inside else block here. So that is why. So it has got all the information. So now you can see that this IFSC code is correct. So this contains a method here which is called as fetch details. So now you simply need to use this method in order to get the details of the bank. So you can just on the next line you can use this method here. So inside this if condition IFSC dot fetch details, and now you just need to pass your IFSC code. So this returns a promise by a dot, then we can console log the response. So let me just change this to response here, like this. So now if I refresh the application, so if I once again launch the application Node.js, so if I input the correct IFSC code, so if I copy this, you will see. If I click get info, you will see inside this JSON response, it has outputted all this information: branch, center, district, state, address, contact, UPI, RTC, city. Microcode is also available. So all this banking information is there inside this JSON response. So now we simply can either send this response like this by response.send, and we can simply send out this response directly like this. So this is one way. So if I relaunch the application, you will see, if I reload it and if I click get info, now in the next window you will see this all this information printed out. This is one way, but this is not the correct way to input out the information. We can use a better way by installing a library which is called as EJS, which is a template engine for Node.js. So just install this EJS. So it will take some time and it will install it. And now the first thing that you need to do is that you need to set the view engine by this line, which is app.set view engine, and you need to set the view engine to EJS. After setting it, you need to create the views folder. So inside this views folder, all your views will go in. And now what we want is that we need to create a view which is index.ejs. So simply we need to copy all this code and paste it here, and we can just delete this. So once we open the home page, instead of send file, we can use response.render. So this is the correct way to go about the things. So we can load the index template and we can give a dynamic title to it of IFSC code bank information finder, like this. So inside this template we can dynamically insert this title variable. Instead of static title, we can just use the variable like this, square bracket, then angular, and percentage sign is equal to title, and then close this by percentage sign and then an angular bracket. And now if you run this application, the application will run fine. So if I again run node index.js, and if I open the home page, you will see all the things are executing fine. So this is a title that we have provided, IFSC code info finder. I think what is, let me just save this. Let me just guys put a callback function here, so when we run this we will receive a message that, let me console log a message here. Your app is listening on port 4000. So you will see your app is listening on port 4000. So if I reload the application, you will see the title will be changed here, IFSC code bank information finder. So now what we can do is that instead of sending out this response like this, response.send, we can send out this response.render here like this, index, and then we can send out the title to IFSC code bank information finder. This is the title, and the second variable which will be the response. So we will create a new variable here, response, and we will be equal to response. So we are sending out the whole object. Inside all the information will be there, and here also we need to send out response, but when we load the application for the very first time, this will be empty, so this will be an empty object, or this will be null like this. So now we can go to index.ejs, and now we simply need to print this information inside a table. So this can be done pretty easily. Now guys, to display this information inside a table, what we can do is that we can simply create a new variable inside our index.js wherever we are sending out this response. So a third variable we will create here of, let's suppose, data, and this I will provide a boolean value. So just to check that if the data is sending this to the client or not. So when we load the application for the very first time, this value will be false. And now where we are sending the response, so here we will be changing this data to true. So just to check if we are sending out the response or not. Now go to index.ejs. EJS has a template engine. They have a if condition. So I will just copy paste the code here simply. So you will see we have a if condition here. We are checking the value of this data variable that we are sending here. Either this will be true or false depending upon this value. If the data is true, then we will be having a simple bootstrap table. We have given the classes table, table striped, and these are the information that we are displaying: district, branch, microcode, state, address, contact, bank, and bank code. And in order to get the values, we will simply use response.district. So basically we are using these values which you see inside the JSON. So if I just see district, branch, all these data we are showing, we are displaying here: district, branch, microcode, state, address, contact, bank, and bank code. All this information, all the source code will be there inside the video description. So go to the blog and copy paste this source code. And now we can simply launch the application. If I launch the application once again, and if I go to the application, so where is my application? So here you will input your code here, IFSC code, click on get info, and now inside the same page you will see this information in a very nice fashion, in a table manner. You will see all this information: district, branch, microcode, state, address of the bank, contact number of the bank, the bank name Kotak Mahindra here in this case, and bank code. So you can just try out for any bank. Let's suppose I Google it, Punjab National IFSC code. So basically for Delhi. So basically this is a 11-digit code. So for every bank this is a unique digit code that you will have. So simply you need to copy paste this code here like this, get info, and now you will see this is Haus Khas microcode Delhi. So this is valid for every bank. So you can just, this is a ready-made application that we have built, online tool that we have built inside this video. So now I simply need to copy paste this code and deploy it on my Free Media Tools website. As you know, I have a Free Media Tools website. This is an online tools website where on a daily basis I build tools and deploy it on my website. So now I will deploy this tool directly to my website. So for this I am using the hosting. So first of all I will use Putty. As you know, this is a client that used to connect using SSH. So basically here we will put our information. Free Media Tools is my host name. So this will open this window for me, and let me put this password here. So I am successfully log in here inside my VPS. You will see if I list accounts here, you will see all my websites are there. I need to cd into Free Media Tools, and now we simply need to install this dependency, which is the name is, I think this is IFSC. So we need to install this dependency on my VPS. So I am just doing this. So it will install it. You can see this dependency is installed, and now we need to transfer our files. So we can use FileZilla. So this is a great application where we can transfer our files directly to your website without having to. This is a FTP client. You know that this is a very popular program, and once again we need to submit our information in order to connect it. So this will connect to freemediatools.com, and on the right hand side you will see my directory, root directory. So this is my website, Free Media Tools. If I go into this website, you will see this is my folder. So inside my views folder. I will first of all manipulate the views folder. Inside our partials, we will go to the services tab here, services.ejs file. I will edit this file first of all. So this will open this file for me. So the nice thing about FileZilla is that you can just edit the file on the go and then save it and without having to download the file. So simply we can just change the title here to IFSC code search bank by IFSC, and then we can provide our IFSC. That's it. And now I simply need to save this file. So you will see if I close this will deploy this, if it will upload this file. And now if I refresh my website here, Light's website, you will see this service which will be there, search bank by IFSC. So now if I click this, nothing will happen because we need to create this file inside my views directory. So I will go to the views directory. So we need to create this file. So I will create a file here, create new file, and this will be ifsc info.ejs. So ifsc info.ejs. So we have successfully created this file. So we need to open this file. We need to edit this. So what can I do is that we can simply we can open the old file here. So because this is my template, we need to copy paste the same template. So I can just simply copy paste it here, and I can simply change the title. So search bank info by IFSC code. So then we can simply paste our form here, so we have which we have constructed here. So what we can do is that basically this is a simple index.ejs file. So from the form onwards we can copy. So right here we can copy this, all this stuff. So I can just replace this here. So if I paste it here, you will see. So the action will go to IFSC. This is a post request. So simply we have copy pasted all this stuff here, and now we are also including the jQuery. You can see we are including the jQuery. So simply we need to save this file, and we need to close this. So and again we click the yes menu here, and now the thing is remaining, we need to go to the index.js file of my project here. I need to open this file, so I need to create a get request and the post request. So simply first of all we need to include the library which is IFSC. We need to require it, which we have installed here, like this IFSC. This is the code of the whole website that I had deployed here. You can see that. And now we simply need to go to index.js. So we need to simply copy this code. I can just simply copy paste all this code here like this, paste it, and I can go to the bottom here and I can paste it here. I can paste it. So you can see that we have successfully copy pasted here, and now we are in a position to I think we have changed the file. This is render. We need to change this to IFSC code. So the same name that we have given here. If I check the, if I go to the views folder, you will see I have, you will see IFSC this IFSC info, sorry, IFSC info, that's it. So this is, if I now save this file and I need to click on yes. So whenever you manipulate the JavaScript code, you need to restart your application. So for restarting it, it is pretty simple. We have a PM2 program which is running here. We need to stop it, PM2 stop index.js, and then we again need to start it, PM2 start index.js. And now you can see our application is ready. Now we can open this. So I can go to my Free Media Tools website. So this is my tool here, Search Bank by IFSC. So what is the problem here? Oh, sorry guys. Yes, I got it. Let me go to my JS file here. I have committed a mistake. This needs to be IFSC because we are looking for this get request which is not found. So we need to do this stuff here. So you can see we are loading the home page. So we need to, instead of IFSC, we need to do this like this. So now we can simply save this file once again. And once again we need to stop this PM2 stop index.js, PM2 start index.js. So the link of this service is also there inside the video description. You can check live this tool. Convert now, you will see now this input field will be there, IFSC code. Now you simply need to copy paste your IFSC code and click on get info, and now you will see on the same page what happened. Why it hasn't, let me just see guys what was the problem. So just wait. Sorry guys, once again this was there, wrong information was there. This needs index here. Now we need to change this to IFSC info. That was the problem, so I need to change this file name. That is why it was not displaying it. So once again, if I save this file and once again, so once you deploy it, some errors can take place, so you just need to correct those details. So if I clear it, if I once again stop this PM2 stop index.js, and once again if I PM2 start index.js, if I go to my application, if I input the IFSC code, click on get info, you will see this information will be displayed here. You can see here district, branch, microcode, state, address, contact, bank code. So this is a live application here on the internet. You can also test this application by going to this link which I also given in the video description. All the source code will also be there inside the video description. Go to my blog, step-by-step blog, where I have given all the source code. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.